Welcome to the second session of the tutorial part, sheet 2, problems related to the DC motors. In this session we are going to discuss about construction problem and also equivalent circuit problems. Construction problem, to start with, we are having an 50 HP, 400 volts, 4 pole, 1000 RPM DC motors with flux per pole 0.027 Webers, with armature conductors Z is equal to 1600, and it is wave connected, it means A is equal to 2. Number of parallel paths, A is equal to 2. We need to calculate the back EMF, we need to calculate the torque on the rotor when the current flowing is 70 amperes in the armature. To start with, there is a problem that has been read out. The first parameter that we need to calculate is induced EMF, back EMF we need to calculate. Back EMF is given by 0.027 into 1600 into 1000 divided by 60 into 4 by 2. What is 0.05? 0.027, it is flux. Z is 1600 as specified here. Number of rated speed which is given here is 1000 RPM divided by 60 into P divided by A. Number of parallel paths, it is given as wave wounding, so A is equal to 2. If we calculate this, back EMF will be 1440. Now what is torque? Torque is equal to power by, the next parameter that we need to calculate is torque is given by power by omega is equal to 2 pi n by 60, and power can be written as EB into IA. Simply what you can do, either you can substitute in place of EB 1440 into 70 divided by 2 pi into 1000 by 60, you will get it as 963 Newton meters, or this can be evaluated as EB. We can substitute like this. When you substitute in place of EB this complete parameter, n from here and 2 pi n from here will get cancelled, and then 60 from here will get cancelled. The finally remaining parameter will be pi z p ia by 2 pi a. Simply substitute the value of pi z, number of poles, this is number of conductors, current flowing divided by 2 pi into number of parallel paths, 963 Newton meters, or simply take this value 1440, keep it here, into 70 divided by 2 pi into 1000 RPM divided by 60, you will get the same value. With this we have completed the first problem. Coming to the second problem, we are having an armature resistance of a DC shunt motor. Now this is DC shunt motor is 0.5 ohms and it draws 20 amperes from 220 volts. It means the armature is drawing 20 amperes from the 220 ohms supply and is running at a speed of 80 radians per second. The speed is 80 radians per second. We need to calculate the induced EMF, electromagnetic torque, and speed in RPM. The speed here given is 80 radians per second. We need to convert this into RPM. Now, as it is DC shunt motor, we need to draw the equivalent circuit. The equivalent circuit will be field winding will be parallel to the armature winding, so they are connected parallelly, and to make this machine run as a motor we need to give electrical input such that the output will be mechanical. This is a function of the motor. From electrical power it will convert this electrical power into mechanical power. So we need to give electrical supply. So when we give electrical supply, current flows through this supply and gets divided into armature and ISH. Already it is given that armature is drawing 20 amperes. It is specified here, and the V value is given. So as we need to calculate induced EMF, if you apply Kirchhoff's voltage law here, V is equal to IaRa plus Eb. Induced EMF is induced here. Eb is present here. So simply we can write V is equal to Eb plus IaRa. We need to calculate Eb. So Eb is equal to V minus IaRa is equal to 220. V value is 220, Ia value is 20, and armature is 0.5. Ia value, it is given that armature draws 20 amperes, so we are taking Ia is equal to 20, and the resistance is 0.5. You will get back EMF is 220 volts. What you can observe, the back EMF is less than the terminal supply voltage, whereas in generators EMF generated will be greater than the EG will be greater than the terminal voltage. Now the next parameter that we need to calculate is electromagnetic torque. Electromagnetic torque, for which we need to convert speed into RPM. The second parameter is the second parameter is speed in RPM. The speed in RPM is omega is 2 pi n by 60. Actually omega is 2 pi n, it is 2 pi f, omega is 2 pi f. To convert it into RPM, we are dividing that speed, which is in radian per second, we are converting radian per second into RPM. So 1 revolution is per second, we are converting into minutes, so we are dividing it with 60, and to convert it into revolutions we are multiplying with radians. Now this is in radians. Now we need to convert into n, so we need to get the n value. So n is equal to, from here n is equal to omega into 60 by 2 pi. We know the value of omega in radians per second, radian per second. What is the radian second given? It is 80 radians. See here, it is given as 80 radians per second. So 80 radians into, converting this radians into second into minute, we are multiplying with 60, and converting radians to revolutions, dividing with 2 pi, you will get 764 RPM. The next parameter that we need to calculate is torque. Torque is given by power by omega. Power value Eb into Ia by omega. We know Eb, we know current, and we also know the omega value. So just substitute the value of Eb, Ia, 2 pi n by 60. 210 into 20 divided by 2 pi into n value, what we got, 764 divided by 60, you will get it 52.5. Or simply you can go for P by omega if it is radians per second. P is Eb into Ia and omega is 80. So 210 into 50 divided by 80, 20 by 80, 52.5. Both are same. And normally what we do, we go for omega 2 pi n by 60. So for not getting confused, we will be using n in RPM. So to not get confused, we are using this formula. Otherwise, normally, actually, the original form is P by omega. If it is in radians per second, directly you can use it. Okay, but as we are following this formula in all the machine problems, we will go for 2 pi n by 60, where n is in RPM. Here omega is in radian second. Coming to the third problem, third question. If we go for the third question, we are having a DC series motor. See the position now. We are having a DC series motor having armature resistance of 0.1 ohms, field resistance of 0.2 ohms, which is drawing a current of 20 amperes at a terminal voltage of 200 volts. It means RA value is 0.1. Field resistance means it is series, so RSE is equal to 0.2 ohms, draws a current, and a terminal and this winding, the series combination of armature resistance and field winding resistance, is drawing a current of 20 amperes at a terminal voltage of 200 volts. We need to calculate armature current and series field current. Both are in series. As both are in series, if you check the name, it is in DC series motor. It means what? Armature winding and field winding both will be in series. So the current in both armature and field will be same. If you draw the equivalent circuit, see it here. This is the armature winding and this is the field winding. Armature winding and field winding. They are connected in series. To make this machine run as a motor, we need to give power supply. When we give power supply voltage, current flows through this. Current flowing through the armature winding and current flowing through the field winding is same. Both are in the same direction and current magnitude is also should be same. So we can write line current and armature current both are same. It is given as 20 amperes. See, it is given as 20 amperes. So both will be same. The next thing is, if you apply Kirchhoff's voltage law here, V should be equal to ILRSC plus IARA plus EB. So we can write it as EB is equal to V minus IARA plus RSC. Actually V is equal to EB plus IARA plus RSC, but we need to calculate EB from here. EB is equal to V minus IA into RA plus RSC. Substitute the value of V, 200, substitute the value of armature current, substitute the value of armature resistance, substitute the value of series field resistance. You will get it as 194. Again here you can observe that EB is less than the terminal voltage. This you will find in all the motors. This you will find in all the motors. What is power developed? Power developed is equal to voltage induced EMF or the back EMF in the armature winding into current flowing through this. EB is the induced EMF in the armature winding and current flowing through the armature winding is 20. So you will get 194 into 20, 3880. Torque developed is equal to power developed by omega. Power value has been evaluated here and omega is 2 pi n by 60. N is speed in RPM. From the question, speed is given as machine is running at 500 RPM. So simply n value, substitute the value of 500, you will get 74.1 Newton meter. Question number 4. Question number 4 is, it is a long shunt compound motor. Long shunt compound motor. It means what? We are having a long shunt compound motor means we are having two field windings. Compound means an additional winding is present. Additional winding is present. How it is? It is long. Long means the main field winding is long. It is connected parallel to the series combination of armature winding and field winding, and it is supplied with a power supply of 240 volts and the motor is drawing an current of 100 amperes. It means what? The line current is 100 amperes with series field winding, shunt field winding and armature resistance. The values of RSC, RSH and RA are 0. This much value. Calculate the shunt field current, armature current and back EMF. The best thing is we need to draw the equivalent circuit. How to draw the equivalent circuit? Based on the name. What is the name? Long shunt compound. Long means the main field winding is lengthy or long to the series combination of armature and series field winding, armature winding and series field winding. Now to this we are giving power supply. When we give power supply, current flows from here, and we call this current as line current, and this current gets divided into armature winding and the shunt field winding. Now if you apply Kirchhoff's voltage law in this, we will get V is equal to EB plus IARA plus IARSC. V is equal to EB plus IARSC plus IARA. Now if you apply Kirchhoff's current law here, IL is equal to IA plus ISH. Now to start with, we need to calculate the first parameter is shunt field current. Shunt field current means ISH. What is ISH? If you check here, ISH is equal to VSH by RSH. VSH value how much? VSH by RSH. VSH value is 240. The voltage across this winding is this voltage. It is 240 divided by the resistance. The resistance is RSH value is 24. 240 by 24, you will get it as 10. So we can write it as shunt field current, shunt ISH is equal to 10 amperes. ISH is equal to 10 amperes. What about armature current? Armature current is 100. IA is equal to IL minus ISH. From here, IA is equal to IL minus ISH. IL is 100 and ISH is 10. So 100 minus 10 is 90 amperes. What about E? E is equal to 240 minus, from here, E is equal to EB is equal to 240 minus IA into RA plus RSC. RA is 0.06, RSC is 0.02. You will get it as 232.8. 232.8. With this we have completed the fourth problem. Now coming to the fifth problem, we are having a 240 volt short compound motor. It means this was long and this is a short. It means the field winding is parallel to the armature winding itself, and in addition to that we are having an auxiliary series field winding. The RSA value is equal to 0.02 ohms, RSH is 24 ohms, armature winding is 0.06 ohms resistance. We need to calculate the shunt field current, armature current and back EMF. See the circuit. If we compare this circuit and this circuit, this field winding, main field winding is connected here. It means it is parallel to this armature itself. See it here, it is connected, it is parallel to the armature itself, and remaining part is the series field winding is connected here. Now what is the thing we need to calculate? Let us apply the Kirchhoff's voltage law here. Let us analyze this circuit here. We are giving supply voltage V, because of which current flows through this IL and gets divided into IA and ISH. Previously IA was equal to ISC, but whereas current flowing through this is line current now. ISC is equal to IL, line current. There is a difference now. The first parameter that we need to calculate is ISH. How to calculate ISH? Shunt field current. ISH is VSH by RSH. What is VSH here? Previously VSH was equal to the supply voltage. Here VSH is equal to supply voltage, whereas now the VSH is equal to V minus this drop. We want this voltage. This voltage is equal to V minus this drop. So we will write it as VSH is equal to V minus IL into RSC. And V value is 240 minus IL value is 100 into RSC is 0.02 divided by 24 ohms. This value is equal to 9.92. So simply we can write it as ISH is equal to 9.92 amperes. The next parameter is we need to calculate the armature current. Armature current is line current minus shunt field current. Line current minus shunt field current. So you can write it as 100 minus line current already given 100 amperes. It is given it here. So 100 minus 9.92 is equal to 90.08 amperes. So induced EMF E is equal to V minus IL RSC minus IA RB. This is back EMF, not induced EMF. We can say it as back EMF is equal to V minus IL RSC plus IA RE. Previously IL is equal to IA, but now there is some difference. IA we got it as 90.08 and IL already given 100 amperes. Substitute the value. When you substitute, V is equal to 240, IL into RSC. IL value is 100, RSC is 0.02, IA from here 90.08 and RA 0.06. You will get it as 232.6 amperes. With this, the problems related to the DC motors and also DC generators are finished, completed. If you are having any doubts, you can ask me. With this, we have concluded this video.